What is going on, everybody? This is just going to be a little bit of a video of my two transmitters right here, the Spektrum DX5C and the Flysky GT5. So in case you guys are wondering, wait a minute, this is not the correct steering wheel for this radio. Where in the world did I get that from? Oh, that's where it came from. It came from this old Team Associated FM AM radio. And here is the original steering wheel. Yeah, I really didn't have a taste of the steering wheel, to be honest with y'all. Because, I think it was like last year or something. I really can't remember. Anyway, I was like, no, look around in the garage, and I was thinking, how cool it'd be for this old Team Associated steering wheel that's gonna work on either one of my radios. And then, when I took off the steering wheel off from that transmitter, I realized it has, the same attachment like a Flysky radio. And then I was thinking, you know what? Do you think it's possible? And yep, it is possible. And just to prove it to you guys. Yep. Has a perfect attachment on the end right here. So now sticking back to the topic of this video. So why is this steering wheel off? And then you also guys saw on my last video when I was doing the blip throttle on my TLR LMT, y'all saw this radio in the channel or like in one of my videos. And it originally came with the steering wheel. Now, the reason why I took off the steering wheel is because the hole is a little bit bigger than its average size. And if you look very closely, the steering wheel has cracked. Yeah, see, it's actually damaged. And that's not me from drilling, that's just the years of abuse. Actually, the other attachment is still in pretty okay shape. Now going back to my toolbox. And this is the steering wheel I ran with my DX5C. It's actually a very cool looking steering wheel. Also comes, this is a racing universal steering wheel for surface transmitters, like universal, because there's this other attachments. This attachment is for like a Traxxas, but it's also for a Spektrum radio. But it was a nice looking steering wheel, but for this specific application, it's a little bit too offset for me, and I really didn't like that. Then, one of the other transmitters similar like the DX5C, the DX5 Pro, I believe is called now there's a DX Pro Plus now. Anyway, it came with the steering wheel, and actually I like the steering wheel a lot more. Now, in case you guys are wondering where in the world did I get this steering wheel, now let's go back to the toolbox. A butchered transmitter that came with that little mini LMT gravedigger I have. If this is the remainings of it, I really don't think I'm going to throw this away. I'm probably going to use some parts from this thing. And guys, don't worry. These two other transmitters, the DX5C and the GT5, will do just fine. I mean, I just really can't stick with standard RTR radios. I could probably make some money selling some plastic. I don't know. Okay, this is probably the last time that y'all are going to see the toolbox. Anyway, so I was thinking, I like the look of the steering wheel more than the 6-spoke. I mean, the 6-spoke steering wheel looks alright, but this one, since it's on the DX5 Pro, the one that has more like a drop steering wheel style or something like that, I was thinking, you know what? What if it's possible? And yes, it is possible, because it has a hex design. Now, it is a little bit of an interference fit, but it does fit. And you guys can tell that I did like a little bit of modification to the parts right here, because looking at this, it's not, let's see if you can focus. Yes, see, because you guys, it's not like perfectly horizontal. They're a little bit off in like an angle right here. And this one, had just like flat spots, so I wasn't getting enough travel when I was like steer. When I put this on, it did fit, but I was not getting enough travel. So I also looking at the transmitter right here. When I have it on, it was telling me I wasn't getting enough throw. So what I did was I did like a little bit of a modification to the steering wheel right here, and now I'm getting full travel like I need it. Now, I was thinking, it'll be a very cool idea if it is possible to throw in like a Savage, a disc brake into like a transmitter on each one of them. That'd be really cool, but some modifications is going to be needed. Hopefully it's possible. I don't know though. We'll see though. Time will tell. And then what's gonna happen to this transmitter? I'm thinking to guys, Savage, because you're watching the HPI'ED Savage channel. Anyway, I was thinking of doing like a vinyl wrap for actually this transmitter, because the reason why I did this carbon fiber green right here is because like the actual grip, it's a little bit torn up in there, not this piece right here. So beforehand it was all dirty, like it was unappealing. Now I thought it was removable, but it was not, and that was a very big disadvantage from transmitters like this, because it's actually glued on and you cannot get another replacement grip. So what I might do is I might tear it off and probably take off the grip as well, because the grip is actually glued onto this pistol grip right here. So I'm probably going to have to pull that out and probably find some different materials on eBay or something like that to see if I can get maybe like a different color, maybe like leather or something. That was I was thinking, but who knows? Once again, we will see in the future. But I think I picked the vinyl wrap for this transmitter. It's probably gonna get either like a riveted metal or more like a rusty type metal, and then it's gonna have this nice leather grip right here. That's actually gonna give a little bit more of a luxury feel, if that makes sense. And now, this guy right here, the GT5. I actually recommend this radio if you're going to start off as a computer radio, if you're moving away from RTR radios. Some guys like to stick with their FM AM transmitters, which I have this old HPI one down here. I think I got this with this. Actually, no, I did not get this with the Savage 25. I got this in the I got this with the Savage parts lots years ago. And guys, I actually like the steering wheel, man. But the problem is, how the hell do you take this off? I think it's real not worth butchering it, because this is a little more... Nah, I really don't know what you call this, piece of art or something? I don't know. But anyway, some people, they like to stick with their older transmitters, like this FM AM radio down here, or with their old RTR transmitters. Yes, I get it. Less is more, but sometimes you need like a failsafe for if you're running some nitros or something. And I mean, technically, this is the transmitter I started out when I was in the hobby years ago. Yeah, I got this with some used RC car lots or something. I really can't recall though. But anyway, the reason why I'll probably suggest y'all to start with these computer transmitters, or recommend this one, is because this one is affordable and it actually gives you a lot of functionality. Let's turn off real quick without the wheel. Anyway, see, get model name. You can put maybe like let's see, get a second. Nope, we're going. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe like 20 models, I'll say. Yep, 20 models. So anyway, you could fit maybe like 20 models into this bad boy. This one, I think 20 models as well, if I recall. But yeah, you can do, hang on, that has names. Only you can do only just in 4 letters, 4 alphabeted letters. You can do reverse, endpoint adjustments, subtrims, dual rates, exponentials, ABS. Yep, this transmitter also comes with ABS. Trim, failsafe, crawl if you have some raw crawlers. SVC, I really don't know what SVC stands for. Maybe something like active vehicle control, or track stability management, something like that, I guess. But yeah, let's turn it off. I don't know how much this radio's worth now. Either like 70 something bucks. For $70, you get a whole computer transmitter for like a dirt cheap. And if you want to, like that aluminum steering wheel I showed earlier, if you want to add some little bit of bling on it, then you can do that too, because it comes with the different attachments. And if you want to, I think they have like a wrap kit. Some third-party RC companies has like a wrap kit for these specific models, which is really nice. So anyway, guys, that's just gonna be the end of this video. My transmitters right here, just these two bad boys right here, the DX5C and the GT5. Yes, and actually the 5 stands for five channels. So hey, these two, 10 channels. I'm just kidding. Okay, y'all, take care, and please don't drive RC cars without steering wheels. All right.